not just for Jackson Hole, but I want to show you the AccuWeather exclusive 3-day forecast for Denver. And you might be saying, hey, wait a second, Kristina. I thought you said this was a snowstorm. Well, it is. For the most part. We are looking at some rain today, and that's how we start things off because it's so warm today in Denver that it's going to be really hard to get snow, at least until this evening. That's when things change. Temperatures drop in a hurry, and we end up with way more snow through Thursday and Friday. Now, let's take you out to the satellite and radar, and you'll see the storm again churning slowly but surely, getting a little more intense. She's starting to jet across the plains, and it's a totally different issue.
Yeah, because the upper low is going to sit there, but pieces are going to come out. We were just talking to a long-range expert. The upper low that you were just talking about, we will be talking about that this time next week as it finally ejects out into the plains. Yeah.
My father used to love that jingle. He sang it to me in his very thick Italian accent all the time, and it was really fun. All right, let's take you out from San Francisco to Seattle, where, look, we're in the wet season in both cities. This is the time of year where the West Coast gets a lot of not just the rain, but the snow as well. And we've seen that here in Seattle, slightly above the historical average rainfall to date for this time of year, starting out with that wet season in October. So we should have seen just over 25 inches of rainfall so far. We've seen just over 27 inches. Not that far off the mark, but something to keep in mind. We have seen some pretty tremendous snow back into the mountains of the west as well, not just the Sierra, but the Cascades and the Rockies too. The magenta and that dark purple on the screen representing where we've seen feet of snow still on the ground here. So even including any melting, the mountain range is still having some feet of snow left on the ground. Now, the last of the most recent snowfall starting to move away. Still a few flakes across the Lewis Range up into the stick of Idaho. Coeur d'Alene, I'm sure, is beautiful in the snowfall this morning. And as we move into the afternoon, tomorrow, we actually end up with more of those clouds breaking, and we end up with sunshine across the region, especially as you look back towards Seattle and Portland. And as you head into the weekend, just wait. It's going to be even nicer, even sunnier, and even